a really adventurous person, and I think that really tends to transfer over into some of my photography. I really like to travel down to the city and take pictures of the architecture and artwork and even just people around me. And I just think it's really fascinating to capture the things that we see every day and looking back on the photos and just noticing things that, you've never really noticed before. Because I'm a super ambitious person, I have to put a lot of planning into my photos. I like to go on Pinterest and look for inspiration and then make these Pinterest boards related to the specific project that I'm going to do. And then I will plan out, where I'm going to drive, what the weather's going to be like, what day I'm going to shoot. And I also think about certain props that I'm going to use and, how I'm going to use them. And I also have to prepare my models and think about if it's going to be something simple or if, it's something more intricate where I paint their face or I use certain backgrounds and all kinds of things like that. Along with photography, I'm also really into drawing and painting. I really like to do that on the side and, also kind of just in my everyday life. And I think that some of it even transfers into my photos when you look at how I incorporate color from like my drawings or just, thinking that way and putting that into my photos and my creative process. My overall style as a photographer is definitely bright and colorful. I really like to not only embrace nature, but also just natural light in general. I have experimented with studio lights before, and I think they can be fun, but it's really hard for me because I find that it kind of washes out your subject a little bit. So I definitely try to enhance my models with natural light and also these like bits and pieces of nature, and I'll put them against a very bright background, whether that be lights or the sun or something super colorful, and it just kind of makes everything feel more light and like uplifting. And I definitely think that that's my style overall, and I really try to aim for that in all of my photos. The question is, what do I do when I'm not doing photography? And yeah, that's a lot to answer. But in a nutshell, I am super sporty, so I like to go outside, play sports with friends, even inside, and do all kinds of things like that. I also just really love being outdoors and, playing with my dogs and embracing just nature itself. I also really like to bake. Culinary has definitely been one of my best hobbies that I like to do on the side of photography. And I'm also just a really goofy person where I will mess around everywhere and I will just make a fool of myself, and I just really like to have fun and put myself out there and have a good time.
That's what Palmer said to do.
Oh. All right. Did you get that?
The camera oh. Update, the smoke went wrong. It went, it's all over my pants. The smoke went over there and and it's all over the camera. And there's rocks in my shoes.
This is ridiculous.
Oh my